What's up, what's up, what's up, beautiful people? I'm here at the beautiful Life Fit Champions location. Man, I'm with my people. Look, before we get into it, I want to make sure that you know that the games are coming August 7th. It's part of the reason why we're here, but also want to highlight these two and this beautiful studio as well as the other one. Let's start here, guys. One of you guys go first. Tell them your name. And then after the second person go, tell you their name, and then tell you the relationship, and then we'll jump right into it.
Well, I'm Coach Raquel from Life at Gym, and
Oh, this Kid Toe. I attend the gym.
He's the man around here.
I know.
he's my assistant coach too for Sunday's workout.
Yeah?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Most of the
He
time.
helps out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's dope.
Yeah.
So tell me this: how did you get involved with LifeFit? What was the process like? Were you a member? Did you join? Did you apply for a job? How was that?
I was a member initially.
Okay.
I had just had my son,
Okay.
and I started working out. They had just opened up, and my friends like, they just opened up a gym.
Yeah. This location?
Yes.
Okay.
Behind my house, and I came on a Saturday workout, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. I had never done like group fitness class like this, and a couple of months later, I told Fabian, I'm like, you know, I have my trainer certification. I'm looking to get back into coaching, and he's like, you're on, yeah. So that's kind of how I started
Dope.
here.
What about you?
So I always used to go to like the big box gyms, like Valley Total Fitness is pretty much where
Yeah,
it
me
all
too.
started for me.
Yeah.
And I've always been, I got introduced into like CrossFit in college, but at that time I just could not afford it.
Yeah. What college?
U of H main campus.
Okay.
Go Cougs.
Yeah. For sure.
So we moved up here, and I remember seeing they had this sign up, and I would pass by every day and ask if there were, when are you guys opening? When are you guys opening? Then when they opened, I didn't come.
Okay.
Until it wasn't a good friend of mine, Ty. He was like, man, come on, you're coming along with me.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I've just been, boom.
So
Just,
did y'all meet here?
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
we
what was
did.
that like? We're gonna get into the games in a little bit. I'm nosy.
It was definitely interesting,
Okay.
I should say.
Okay.
I locked eyes, and I was like,
That was it.
no.
That was it.
I was like, do I know this guy from
Yeah.
somewhere? And I didn't. But it was
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, like that connection where I felt like I knew who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she randomly walks up to me one day after we're all done, like, did you go to so-and-so high school? I'm like, no.
No,
So was that a pickup line or did you?
no, it wasn't.
Hey, it worked. Whatever happened, right? No, that's cool.
Yeah, I even asked my friend who went to high school with me, I'm like, he went to her high school. She's
Yeah.
like, no.
No.
I'm like, he did. No. I'm like, I'm gonna go ask him.
You know, it's so cool because you get so many different people, resources, relationships that are developed at the gym. It's,
Yes.
it's such a unique community. And one of the things that hopefully we can touch a little bit about this in a little bit on how y'all hang out outside the gym. I've always been in awe with that. Not once was able to do that with you guys, but we'll jump into that in a little bit. Tell me about Life Fit. What's the culture like? What type of workouts do you guys host?
We're definitely a family culture.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of families that come here, spouses, their
Yeah.
children, friends, and it's just a great environment for anyone who's starting out their fitness journey. You know, or programming, we're able to modify all
Yeah.
movements, meet people where they're at,
Yeah.
and then of course push people who
Yeah.
are hungry for more.
Yeah.
Just kind of like when we started, you know, with the competitions,
Yeah.
a lot of us were like, oh my gosh, what's next?
What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I think that, especially if you're in North Houston or even Fuquay, South Houston, it's an experience that you have to do. I went to a class. Who taught that class?
At the South Gym,
No, it was this gym.
you came and I was teaching.
Was you
that
teaching?
Day. We had rope climbs.
Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about.
remember that day.
So here's these rope climbs. It seems like and same thing, Carmen. Every time I go to the gym, somebody want to bring out the rope climbs. But I remember struggling. It was rope climbs, and it was something
I
else
think it was
over here on this
pull-ups.
bar.
It might have been pull-ups.
Were they doing muscle ups? It was something I could not do.
It might have been. It might have been. It might have been muscle up.
Yeah.
If we had the SBTs on, it
I
probably
can't do
been
no
a
muscle up, dog. I kept Fabian just, I was like, golly. But you know, the thing that I loved about the experience that I had, it was there are movements that I'm not comfortable with using, right? So if you come to our gym, maybe some movements that you're not used to, or if you go to a boxing gym, so on. But I remember members like, hey, this is how you do it, or hey, do this. And I thought that was so cool because one of the biggest fears of people going to a gym is not being able to be, you know, part of the family or not understanding movement. So with Life Fit, I do want to pour that out before we get into talking about the games. Like, it's such a welcoming environment.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Even outside the gym. So even when we hang out outside the gym, it's like, look, I don't remember her name. She kept trying to buy me shots. I was like, I can't take no more. But it was just like we grew up together almost. That's the vibe that I got when I hung out with you guys. So keep it up, man. I thought that was dope. I thought it was dope. Last thing about the gym, and then we'll jump into the comps. What are is it more a HIIT style workouts, or are they more cardio based workouts, or a combination of everything? If somebody was to listen to this or hear this for the first time, what would you tell them that they would experience on their first day at a workout?
It's definitely a combination of your functional training. So every day it's gonna be different. On Monday we do lower body workouts. Tuesday we do upper body. On Wednesdays are metabolic conditioning, so we focus more on your cardiovascular system. And then right now, Thursdays and Fridays, we're doing pull, full body, push, full body. Saturdays is where we get that like fun, competitive workout. And so right now we're doing a 16-week program. We're starting week 4 this week. So we're really pushing on, you know, teaching our members how to keep track of their weight, seeing where they're at. So we're leaning more into that style right now for our program.
And July 5th, you do have something coming up.
Yes,
right?
July 5th, it's gonna be it's a 42-day challenge, and you guys can register online. You guys can send us a text message. We can send you the information, and it's just a great way for studios like ours and all over, you know, Houston. I believe they're a third-party company that work with a lot of studios, just to get people who want to lose weight and want to have that tunnel vision for 42 days to get it done.
Yeah, get that consistency. And I'll put is it your website?
Our website.
I'll put it down below to make sure everybody
thank
get
you.
it. So yeah, man, the games. How do we? Well, so I don't remember how Life Fit became part of the games.
I don't know neither.
Right? I don't remember.
I know they did the first competition at one of your studios.
So you didn't do that one.
I did not do that one.
So
I had just started working
I was introduced to Fabian at Fitness Depot.
Oh.
And Lee, shout out to Lee. He introduced me to Fabe. I think him and Landon was up there picking some equipment up, and then he introduced to each other. And then the next thing I remember, it was like 10, 20 teams. I was like, I seen this name somewhere. Like, where? And then I looked up Life and I seen the picture. I was like, oh, I met him in Fitness Depot. When y'all was introduced from, I don't know, was it Fabian or Landon that introduced it to you guys? What was the first reaction? Was it like, yes, or was it like, oh no, I don't want to?
What was yours?
Well, for me, I had never competed in any type of event like that. You know, I've always been into like the CrossFit style type workouts and competition. I just never thought that I had it in me to be that much of a competitive person.
Really?
So the Beastmode Games where you had it at the football field, that was my first one. And after that, I was just like,
it's on.
Right, it's its own.
It's on.
Like, I like it.
We're recruiting him to get him part of the staff. We're gonna get him. Guys. We're gonna get him. What about you?
I knew about the one happening at your studio, but I had something going on that weekend, so I didn't go. But of course, I was there on social media, like looking at the people from the gym that went. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So then come around the one at the high school.
The high school.
Me and my friend were supposed to do it, but last minute she backed down.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, Fabian, I don't have a partner. And he ended up partnering me up with someone down from the South Gym. So I never met this lady.
I never met each other.
No.
Just got it in.
Yes, we showed up, you know, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a whole day of just like cheering people on, meeting people from, you know.
That was gonna be my next question. So outside of Life Fit, do y'all catch yourself talking to other gyms, or is it more like we only talk to Life Fit? Like,
No.
what is that?
I
No,
told
well, we have a thing where when we go traveling, we got to drop in at a gym.
Nice.
Because we like to see their gym culture, how they do things, and just their environment, just how
love that.
how their family environment or their gym environment
I love
is.
that.
So that way we make connections, we network, and if they're ever in Houston, hey, you guys just can come on by.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
definitely. It's always it's always fun to meet
Yeah.
new gym goers and new gym owners and
Yeah.
different gyms. It's just
Yeah.
you kind of like, man, they do it that way. So you get a lot of ideas flowing in your head too.
Oh
so.
yeah.
I love meeting so many new people, and for the games from where it was, because initially, I don't know if y'all heard the story, it was not supposed to be this thing, right? It was just me trying to encourage some members at the gym to not just work out for Beyonce and their birthday, like work towards something, right?
Definitely.
And it ended up being something beautiful. But I love meeting so many different people, and during the pandemic, I remember talking hours on the phone with Landon, and I remember we almost did a team meeting between Mean Green and Life Fit at one point where we were going to combine and do some type of communication on what can we do during the pandemic. And I remember the day we got shut down, Kevin, Reggie C, so many people we communicated during that process. And I don't know if that would have took place without the Beastmode Games, because I wouldn't have been able to meet so many cool, awesome, fabulous people. So what I'm getting to when you come to the games, man, this is not a spot where you got to wear your color, gym color, and you can't talk to nobody outside that color. Like, you're going to meet so many different people, and that's what life's about. What would you say, just off the top of your head, what memory comes to your head? We'll start with you first. What memory comes to your head when you think the Beastmode Games?
Ooh, well, my favorite memory is when we competed together at your studio, the new one.
Southwestern. Okay.
And it was just, I think it was, the workout was where you had like, you could get extra reps. You had like a minute to do
just
like
burn
hand
out.
release push-ups, yes. And I just remember thinking like, I can't no more.
Kept getting it.
But just a partner, you know, having your partner counting on you, and you're like, and the crowd just cheering. They were so close. We're like right in front of them.
Yeah.
They were so close, and you just pushing outside what you think your limits are. It's what I love about the Beastmode Games.
What about you?
So about that event, so it was an awesome event. I loved it. I don't know how many hand release push-ups I missed, but and then you brought the fat ropes in.
That was new.
And I was like, man, and I've always had a fat rope laying at home,
Really?
but I never trained on it.
Yeah.
Maybe like once a year,
Yeah.
right? But my biggest thing about that is you know how when you have that drive, the competitive drive, and yeah, you make the podium, but you don't make the right spot on the podium. And when I found out we were 5 reps away from first place.
Oh, wow. Was that close?
It was that close. I still think about that to this
Really?
day. I asked
I was
her.
happy.
I mentioned it. I was like, oh, like
5 reps.
Yeah, 5 reps. It was AV Fitness.
Oh yeah.
And if
They're out of
From Dallas?
Dallas.
Dallas.
What's up, guys? Yeah.
and I just remembered, like you said, the second and first place was real close by 5 reps, and I was just when you said that, I was thinking, oh man, I really hope it wasn't my hand release push-ups I messed up on, and then boom, you said our names. I was like, I was happy, but on the inside, I was like, oh no, 5 reps, so close. And till this day, I still think about that moment.
It's you think about it. Could you get 5 more jump ropes? You know, could you get 5 more push-ups? I think a documentary I think CrossFit did was called Every Rep Counts, I believe.
Yes.
And I remember that one. I remember looking at you thinking like, this dude can deadlift a lot of weight. What's your PR in a deadlift? I'm curious.
My last PR was 495.
Goodness. I remember I was just like, dang, maybe I didn't program. I think it was 225 for guys. I don't remember the weight.
Yeah, it was
And I
225.
was like, dang, maybe I should have went a little bit more. But I remember you knocking those things out. So, you know, what's interesting about that one, I don't know who encouraged me. It was somebody on social media. I've never done a co-ed until that time. And I was just like, man, I don't know if co-ed will work. I don't know if it would be that popular. And now I think more people register for co-ed than anyone. Is that something that you guys always wanted to do prior to that? Or when we offered it, were you like, I tried? I'm just always curious on your response and
He
reaction.
made me do it.
Really?
So my outlook on that is, So I personally like the co-ed. To me is more, you know, you have a team captain. You got to show up to team workouts and you programming the workouts, making sure everyone is kind of on the same level. But then it's when it comes to programming, it's kind of like, okay, so what are your weaknesses? So it's like a big, kind of like a treasure map, trying to find little things that we all need to work on. But personally, for me, I like an individual, because an individual is more you want to see where you stand yourself. And
Did you do the elite last time?
No, I did the team. I did the co-ed.
But he wants to do the
I
elite.
want to do the
Oh, that was
elite.
team of 4.
Yes.
You did a team of 4. Okay.
Yes.
I remember that. Okay.
So the next time you have the elite, I'll be signing up.
We'll definitely. So remember the elite, which is so much work, guys. Look, it is so much work, the elite division, because you're only doing it for like 20 people per gender, but it's 3 to 4 different events, or it was a 2-day event, I believe.
Yeah, it was 2 days.
So that was a lot of work. But this comp that's coming up, if you finish, I think right now we're in the top 12, depending on registration. If you finish in the top 12, you get an invitation to submit a workout. And the reason why we do the submit is just because it's not fair if you say thrusters and somebody cannot actually have the range of motion to do a thruster. So we want to make sure people can do these certain movements with a certain amount of weight for us to put them in that division. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're finishing the top 12 or 15.
So are you saying this one leads up?
Yeah, spring. Spring's the next one. We're ironing out the day. I would love to have the date for the spring when we have the event, so we can actually give people information or do like a discount if they register early or whatnot. But yeah, it's coming. The individuals, it's a lot of work. Honestly, I like doing the teams when it comes from my side because of just a lot of work on the individuals. But it's fun. With the individuals, it's one-on-one, right? So if I'm judging you, it's just like me and you are connected. But when I'm judging 4 people, you still can connect with 4 people, but it's different from connecting just with one person.
Yeah.
Definitely.
However, if we have 15 heats, 15 times 4, what's 15 times 4?
60.
60. So you have 15 judges to 60 people. When we do individuals, when you got 30 people going, you need 30 judges. So it's just a lot of work on the back end, but we love it, is what we do. But so I'm gonna ask you a question. What is it like as a lady with all these ladies that train at Life Fit? You're one of the leaders here. What is that like? Are you the recruiter, or do people just sign up because you're doing it?
Yeah, just talking to them. They see me training for it. We've been working out on Saturdays, on the weekend, together as a team. And they're like, oh, once we sign up, it was like, okay, we're training for this. We're not gonna wait till the last moment to do it. So it has been like talking to them. They're like, I want to do it. Do you think I can do it? I'm like, of course you can. Yeah. I remember my first competition feeling those same emotions. Yeah. And it's just like, you're gonna go there and do the best you can. Yeah. It's gonna definitely push you outside your comfort zone, and that's the fun part about it, though. Yeah. See, testing your limits, coming back into the studio, and then pushing to the next gear. Yeah.
What about the fellas? So, my boy George, I've been watching George IGs. What's it saying?
Oh, yes.
It's his slogan?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I cuss?
Yeah.
It's get that shit, dog.
Get that shit, dog. So every time I try to DM him or something, he's lifting or something. But I've been seeing it. No, he's been killing those deadlifts too. He's been lifting heavy.
Oh yeah.
He's been lifting.
Oh,
really
definitely.
heavy.
He's him and I will work usually Monday, Tuesdays together in the evening time.
Was that last week when y'all posted something on IG? I was watching.
I know we did clean and jerks on Sunday.
That's what it was.
But every time we get the squad together, I program some pretty crazy stuff. Yeah. Because I just gotta, you just gotta, like how you said when you sent your movement list out, train in all aspects of fitness. Yeah. So regardless if it's on that list or not, I still program it just in case. Because you guys like to be creative.
He's like, Chris is gonna come up with.
You just said something simple, right? The jump rope, right? Jump rope is on the list, but it didn't say how heavy the jump rope would be, right? So, ultimately, I don't want anybody to just train. If I send a 21-15-9 of thrusters and box jump burpees, I would see gyms do that for the next 2 months, and that's not fitness to me. Like, if that's all you're doing this for, then that sucks, right? But when I see people pushing their limits on other things, or even I seen one gym. I thought it was so cool. They tagged us. They were doing I think I've seen y'all do something like this in a workout. I think it was part of the workout when I came. They're doing a bear crawl sandbag pool.
Oh, okay.
I want to say the time I came, we did
I think
something
we
similar.
had that.
Yeah,
But I seen a gym like, hey, we're training for the Beastmode Game. I don't think I've seen this, and they tagged us, and I thought that was so cool because you're opening up so many different perspectives of what fitness may be. And when I see that, I see people becoming better people when they do the Spartan race, or if they go out and do a 5K race, or a Tough Mudder. I mean, mountain biking, or what else people do outdoors, hiking. That's what fitness is about. So when I see people opening up their perspective to do other things, that's what it's about.
Definitely. I also think a big thing is, it's one thing where you hand out the work ahead of time. It doesn't really help the person build their mindset, because a lot of the training, it's all about your mindset. Yeah. And if you, in your mindset, you know the movements and that's all you're working on, you really don't build the mindset to really push through the pain threshold. That, because I'm big on pushing through that pain threshold. It's just trying to, because how when you get to a certain pain level, you just kind of, okay, that's it. But then to get the mindset to push past that pain level, is just a completely different animal. And so I love that feeling. That,
being able to look back.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I love. I'm gonna call you homegirl. I haven't had her on the podcast yet, and I'm working. I don't know why she won't get on there. I think she's really nervous. But she told me something. She said every time we drop a list, it's like a shock factor. But when she looked at the list, because she's the gym owner, she programs the workouts. She always say, "Man, my ladies and guys are prepared for these workouts." So to the gym owners or to the lead trainers or programmers, it's fulfilling for me. It's fulfilling for me when you say, "Man, my team was ready for those movements." And not to spend too much more time on it, but always remember there are not going to be movements that if I can't do it, number one, it won't be on there, which is a lot of movement. And number two, if the average person can't walk into a gym and do it, whether it's scaled down or not, then it's not going to be on there. We will not have overhead squats. We will not have muscle ups or anything like that, because the average person that walk into the gym and I can't do a muscle up. So I'm gonna get one day though, guys. I can do it with a resistance band. But so let me pivot a little bit, because I think this is so cool to see. How do y'all get so many freaking people between the gyms to come out? Because we're actually thinking about doing something where whoever brings the most people from the gym, I think we want to do like a Concept 2 rower or a ski yard for that gym. Because man, it's so incredible. Like when y'all walk in, I mean, it's like, whoosh. Like, do y'all like, is it like a meeting where y'all like, hey, y'all coming, you coming, or is it like, hey, just sign a dry erase board and show up? I'm curious on how do y'all get so many people to come participate every time?
I think from the past, I think after that first, the one in the football field.
Okay.
I think after that we were just all, because a lot of us.
That was still a lot of people that came to football field.
Oh yeah, because a lot of us that started, we like, especially here at the North Gym, we all kind of started at the same time. Okay. So we're all going through our fitness journey, our weight loss journey, and then from there progress. Hey, let's do the Beastmode Games, and then from there it was like, hey, let's do the Spartan run. So talking about outside of the gym, we used to like to go do the Spartan runs together. Go get a big old house down in San Antonio or Austin. Like there'd be 20 of us jammed inside a house, but it'd be like a super fun weekend. But I think it was more of just like the community. The community and the drive just to better yourself and everyone around you.
I love it.
And I think that was really awesome.
I love it.
Just because then that also translated to pushing each other in class, which is which George does the exact same thing. Like I'll be having an off day. And we'll do like deadlifts or something, and he throws like 3 plates on as a warm up, and I'm like,
as a warm up?
Yeah, he'll do that.
Okay, bro. You can order some meals or something, bro. Step my game up.
What's in the meals, right?
I've been meaning actually to order some meals from you, so if you hear this, watching this, man, I'm gonna connect with you. Let's talk about Spartan a little bit, man, or the time we were able to go to Austin.
Oh my gosh,
it was Austin,
yes.
right?
That was so much fun.
So I was really mad at me and Green family. Only one Brit, she participated with me. I think Erica and Whitney, we had like 5 other people that came. But I wanted like 20, 30 people to come, but they're so afraid of the Spartan race.
I loved it because it gave us, just like the game, something to train for, you know. You get in that everyday routine, and this is just like that excitement that you need in life. To
I
like,
loved it.
yeah.
I had so much fun. You know what I did after we came back? I bought a scooter. I
Yeah?
have a scooter at home.
Oh.
I have a scooter.
Did y'all do that night? And
Oh, yeah. So, okay. I know it has nothing to do with the Beastmode Games, but I'm going to share this experience. So, Fabe was like, hey, I don't know where spot we were at hanging out. Y'all were hanging out at. He was like, hey, we're at such and such. I was like, all right. And then my hotel, I don't know, the Uber line it was weird. It was like you had to wait in line to get an Uber. You couldn't call an Uber.
Oh, that's weird.
And then I was like, well, it's a scooter laying on the ground. I walked over there. My wife was like, man, oh, you can rent this? So we got on it. I mean, I'm all down the Capitol. I'm everywhere just riding. So I was like, hey, babe, where y'all at? And he was like, oh, we're at such and such. I was like, drop me a pin. And I was right there. So I was like, oh, crap, we're already here. So I get out, and that's when I seen everybody. But I remember talking to so many people from Life Fit at that time. I didn't even know they knew me. You know what I mean? Like, knew me by name. I don't know what her name is, bro. I'm gonna find you, girl. She kept buying me shot after shot after shot. I'm gonna find her on Facebook. And I got to tell her name. But I just remember everybody just treating me like I was one of the trainers here at Life Fit, man. And I still put that to the Beastmode Games. I would have never been able to make those cool relationships without that. But I did have a lot of fun. So we got to plan another trip.
Hey, I'm down.
I know now that everything, like the runs are coming back up and everything.
Let's do a Spartan.
Yeah. Spartan's
Maybe San
fun.
Antonio. We did Austin last time.
Yeah, we do San Antonio.
Maybe San Antonio. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
We'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah, we'll keep y'all.
Yes.
Okay, back
Stay
to
tuned.
Beastmode Games,
Stay
right?
tuned.
Well, let me ask you this, and then we'll wrap it up. We're what, 4 to 6 weeks out, 5 to 6 weeks out?
4 weeks.
4 weekends.
4 weeks and like 6 days.
6 days.
I'm counting.
How do y'all looking, or what are you doing programmer-wise? Are y'all just keeping the same workouts? Are you doing some extra accessory work? Are you not working out? What's the game plan for you guys?
So the way that I've been doing the programming for the squad is like, because I also have a busy work schedule during the week, so I get most of my training in like either Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday evenings. So I'll try to program something before the workout, the Life Fit's programming.
Okay.
Whatever I see that we need to work on.
Okay.
Whether it's core, stability, accessory movements, maybe even work on overhead, whatever it is, I'll program that into our weekend squad.
I like that.
Squad training, and then whatever we do Monday and Tuesday here with George and I, and she's usually working.
I love it.
Yeah.
And who all four? What's the four?
Oh, and there's Victoria, myself, Kit, and George. Yes. So
Squad.
yes, that's a squad right now.
Squad.
Unicorn
Yes.
squad.
Squad. Well, let me ask you this: the day of the competition. So we're gonna use actually. I think y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed the software. It's gonna be Waterfly. It's my first time using it. Hopefully it goes well. When it comes to, did y'all do Blue Market Field?
I did.
I was supposed to, but I got called into work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just couldn't do it.
Someone from
our
our studio took his spot though.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's unique with, so the software right now, basically when somebody registers, it automatically starts putting people in their heats, which is incredible for us. I love it, right?
Okay.
But the unique thing is that I learned that the football field and Blue Market, a little bit different now because we're on a big pavilion at the Humble Civic Center, but heat has a big part of the comp.
Oh yeah.
Right? So who went to the Blue Market? Did you do earlier or afternoon?
I mean, I was there all day pretty much.
When did you participate? Could you remember?
Oof.
Or
There
can
was
you
probably
remember?
2 heats left, so it was.
Oh, so
yeah,
you
it
were in
was
the heat.
hot. Yeah.
What was that like? Does the heat bother
It
you?
was horrible.
Man, I remember looking like, I think it was like the last
I
heat.
think
was
I
like
saw
at
people
1.
throwing up
Oh, yeah.
for that one. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Every comp, I see people puke. Actually, so Life It actually hosted at this location a comp. And I remember somebody about to puke like in that area by the bay door. And I was like, get up, bro. Go outside. he actually went outside. He walked to the right towards the trampoline spot and puked. But yeah, I'm always seeing people puke, and it's not that. Honestly, I don't think it's because of the workout. I think it's just a lot of people be so excited that they don't eat at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then say they eat it, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock the night before, and then they don't eat again until after the workout. Their body's just
Oh yeah, no.
it's just
There's not
tapped
enough
out.
fuel, not
Yeah,
enough
no
fuel
fuel,
to
so it comes out. But now that's funny. That's funny. So the heat bothers. So would y'all prefer to go now, early morning, mid morning, or afternoon?
Definitely not first heat.
Not for heat. We're gonna do something this time. We're gonna do a live leading board this time.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
like-
Oh, that's
oh,
gonna
man.
be on now.
That's
So
really
nervous.
It plays with the mind a little
Play-
bit.
it really plays
Because
with
it's
the
like I
mind.
don't want to be the first for people aiming for my score.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, don't want to
Yeah.
be first, but you also don't
And
want to
then,
go.
like, if you're the team leader, you constantly have to watch
Yeah.
to make sure that, okay, we got to stay ahead of this group.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. Exactly.
but the heat, as far as the heat, I love to train in the heat.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of you got to put your bodies in different environments because you never have the perfect environment to train in,
Right.
regardless of where you are.
Yeah.
So I put my team out in the heat.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Summertime, man.
We just ran outside the other day. He's like, odd objects. We
Yeah.
don't know what Chris is going to program. We're out there, we're like,
You know
slam
what?
ball.
Every comp, my goal is not to throw something that no one's ever done in life, but just a little bit. I kind of
A little
explained
cherry on top.
the towel, the bear crawl that we did in the basketball gym
Mm-hmm.
wasn't necessarily just genius plan. It thunderstormed that night before, and it was just an old basketball workout that my coaches make us do out of discipline. But you know, the jump rope, the what was the Blue Market? We did something at the Blue Market that was crazy. I don't remember. I don't know. It's been a lot of Beastmode games.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
was the first time a lot of us got on the soul bike for the first time. And it
Oh.
was, oh my God.
The soul bike is evil though.
It's evil.
It's really
And we're
evil.
like, Fabian, you need to get some soul bikes
It's like a
in here.
love-hate relationship with
It
the
was.
assault bike.
It's like I don't care how much you train on it. I'm actually really, when it comes to power, I can give you 20, 30 seconds on an assault bike with no other. But after that, like, I suck. But I think the assault bike, I don't remember, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. I remember the assault bike. Golly, I hate that I programmed this and I can't remember. The assault bike was the only way you got points on that round. You had to work all the way through the movements to get to the assault bike, and the assault bike was how you got your points. Was that how it was?
No, for that one in particular at the blue field, it was, you did all the movements and it was the power clean to overhead
That's what
press.
it was. But then the assault bike had to be first.
It had to be first.
Okay, that
yeah.
sounds like me. I try to fatigue you before you get
The
there.
Yes.
assault bike was when you did the elite.
Yeah. The
'Cause I
lead
remember
was
I remember that section over there had
that
the
was
assault bikes.
when
Yeah,
they
that was
only
easy.
the calories count.
That was easy.
yeah.
And then they had to throw the med balls
med balls
over.
over.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was me. And that one, so with that one, and then we're gonna wrap this up. These are my people, guys. I talk to them all day. I remember talking to the judges like, I want to make it difficult where they have to earn the rep. And I remember that movement was the last movement we added in. That it was actually gonna be ball over shoulder. I was like, no, that's too easy. And then it was something else we were gonna do, and I was like, what about getting a ball over the bar? Because it's either you do
Or you.
or you don't. And but I remember having to put that in for people my height. It's kind of an advantage. So I had to put another advantage for people that wasn't my height. And I think it was something from the ground. So we have a little fun with that. But no, that's cool. Well, as we wrap this up, I definitely have to give you guys the floor. You're the host for the remainder of this podcast. Is there anything you want to talk about or ask me? Maybe it's about programming, maybe it's about the event, maybe have nothing to do with the event. I'm always curious to hear what you guys have.
So you remember with the whole deal with CrossFit and last year?
Okay.
And I remember you saying that you wanted to bring Beastmode Games back and
I remember that.
completely like revamped.
I remember that.
So what's one or two of the things that you took from that and you're going to implement into the Beastmode Games?
You know what? It's such a great question. It's my podcast. I say what I want. I was really blown away from what happened, and I remember people inboxing me. Just it went crazy the day it happened. People were just inboxing. When's the Beastmode game? I didn't know what happened, so I asked Jason. What's up, Jay Miller? I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh shit, Chris, you didn't know what you did yet." So he started sending me stuff. I was like, "Oh crap." And then I remember 3 athletes from the CrossFit Games I guess they're local. When I say local, somewhere in Texas, they was like, hey, I heard about your comp. I'm a black guy and I want to participate in a non-CrossFit comp. And I was like, oh, wow, this is for real. So when I took it to the drawing board, I actually wanted to have a comp then because it was just so much momentum at the time. So obviously safety first. So now my approach now is we actually got a call from some guys in Madison, Wisconsin. No, Omaha, Nebraska, excuse me. Omaha, Nebraska, and they participated in what's the name of that? It's not the CrossFit Games, but what's under the CrossFit Games? But
They have the Rogue Iron Games.
It wasn't Rogue.
They have the Granite Games.
Granite.
Okay.
And they finished like 13 out of 60.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, hey, bro, y'all might be a little elite, you know? And they was just like, no, man, we want to be a part of something that has more culture to offer. And I was blown away when I looked at this. Somebody sent me, and I'm not going to put your name out there. They sent me pictures of all these games, and they start going through like the culture, like the background and the races, and it is kind of dominant of one race. And I was like, wow, I never noticed that. And then they was like, well, look at your pictures, it's so diverse. So my ideal now is like, man, I don't want to be known as the black guy that has a fitness competition. I want to be the guy that have great people that compete.
Oh yeah.
So to answer your question, I don't have like a solution or a pattern or a resource, but I would love to create one to not be identified by a certain race, but just great people.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I don't want the Beastmode Games to be like, oh, I had somebody, it's funny, you watch sports, right? They have like these crazy stats. Tom Brady is the first person to do X, Y, and I'm like, who has the time to research that? Somebody was like, hey, did you know you're the only person that hosts a fitness competition that's black? I was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I've never seen nobody that hosts over 50 teams that have a black competition. I was like, it has to be another person. It's like sending me all this stuff. I was like, who has time to find this?
Yeah.
And I'm a black dude. It is what it is, right? And I remember telling this dude, I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't want to be identified as a black guy that hold fitness competition. I want to be the guy that hold fitness competition.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, man, I wanted to bounce back. I didn't want the Beastmode Games to be a thing that we've only done in the past. So that was my number one thing.
Okay.
Get back. And then number two, I just want to keep getting great groups, great people, diversity, growth. And if I can implement that, that would be great. And third, I'm talking to a guy, he's potentially might be our sponsor for this one. I would love to have something where we get back to something. Okay. It can be giving water to a third world country. It can be raising over 1,000 backpacks for inner city schools or any school that don't have bags to give to their kids. So I would love to have the Beastmode Games to be a part of the community that would do something for someone that doesn't have the privilege that I may have. So long-winded answer for a short question, but something I'm
That's
passionate
awesome,
about.
though. Yeah.
Thank you. What else? Anything else?
I'm just super excited for the games.
Yeah.
So what can, I'm asking for all the competitors out there.
Yeah.
Let's see, how can I word this? What's something that you can tell them maybe not to prepare for, but I'm having a hard time getting the words out.
Just say it. It's the Beastmode Games podcast.
Give us
Say what you
another
want.
tip.
Another tip?
Well, no.
For-
Maybe I'm trying to say the long version to the short
Okay.
answer right there.
Because
But
when we watch the other podcasts, we're like, you heard what he said?
Yeah. You know, I get a lot of inboxes like, so did you mean this? And I love it.
We're like messing.
I'm not the type that will not. I always reply back to every message. But go ahead. Was it a tip or?
so it's more like what would you tell the athletes to I guess to
synchronized
prepare for?
movements. One
or
going at
like what's
one time.
one aspect of fitness that you think that, of course all aspects of fitness matter, but what's maybe one aspect of it that stands out to you the most in the Beastmode Games? Because I know you have your three: the calisthenic, the calisthenic body weight,
Calisthenics, strength training,
and Cardiovascular?
Cardio,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I know you gave that answer the last 2 times.
So I can't give it again.
No. See, I got you guys. I got you guys.
So one of the models that I like studying or have studied is the OPT model from NASM. Train in stage 2 to strength endurance a good amount of the time.
So
right?
we use Mind Zone here, and we just said it the other day, like we need to stay within this range.
So for those that are not familiar with My Zone is a heart monitor device that gives you the intensity that you train, and it gives you color codes from gray to all the way up to red, from 40 or 30, whatever percent you start at, all the way up to 100. I'm not training you to lose weight, or the competition is not about losing weight. So if you're trying to lose weight, I would say, okay, you need to kind of train at the blue, green for majority of your workout.
But
Trying to word it right. Make sure that you can train in the yellow and red for a good amount of time. I told you.
Yeah.
If you, it's great to train to lose body fat, and you're training in the blue and in the green. That's what, 60 to 70%.
60 to 70, I think.
70.
60, 70.
I think yellow starts at 80.
yes.
Yeah. So 60 to 79%. It's good to train there, but for the games, maybe, just maybe, it may be a shorter workout.
Be
It
comfortable.
may be 8 to 12 minute workouts, and we have 3 to 4 workouts in one day, maybe. Or it may be one long workout that we've done in the past where it may be 35 minutes or 40 minutes. But if you can't train in that yellow zone for more than 10 minutes, if you have to like tap out where you're like, okay, I'm done for today, then you're gonna be in trouble. You gotta be able to train.
You hear that?
Yeah, I'm trying not to give away. Your heart has
That's
to be
good
able
though.
to.
Get a Mind Zone at your studios.
Get a My Zone. All gym owners, get a My Zone. Tell them Life Fit sent you so they can get some.
We
some-
sell them here too.
Yeah. Hit the link. But yeah, I think the heart rate. I know for some gyms they do it, some gyms they don't, and it's either you do or you don't. Your preference, right? But I think when you can train your heart to be conditioned to move for an extended period of time, it puts you in a better position. So strength training, typically you're doing 18 to 20 reps if you're doing a certain movement, or 1 minute of movement, right? So as you're doing that, just think of the Beastmode Games. We, especially not for elites, individuals, but for most teams, we're never gonna say, hey, do 3 reps and move forward, 3 reps, move forward, 3 reps, increase, 3 reps, increase. It's typically
You got
tip, guys.
Yeah.
right? So I can't tell you what this snap means, but just imagine us doing burpees. We can or can't do burpees, but just imagine doing burpees for 5 minutes. That would suck. I would never tell y'all do burpees nonstop for 5 minutes. But imagine doing burpees for 5 minutes, and after the first minute, you're in 80, 90% of your heart rate, and you can't go no more. Then that means you're stopped. But the person that is conditioned to be able to go at 80, 90%, they can keep going. So just kind of figure out what's a good
Well,
heart
this is gonna
rate
be
training
fun.
for you guys to go. So yeah, I think that's and that's just not conditioning, right?
Yeah.
That can be strength training.
Definitely.
Because you know, cool thing is we have people that are gyms, we have people that are just boot camps, we have so many different type of facilities that offer services and fitness. If you can go run, say you go run an 800-meter run, and you can keep your heart rate in 60 to 70% because you're conditioned to doing that. But then I tell you, go do 10 kettlebell swings at 30 pounds, and then he or she is like, whew, my heart rate's too high, I can't do this no more. Make sure you can train in that stage with your conditioning. Make sure you can train that stage with calisthenic movements and also strength training. If you do that, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it. So that's a great question.
Yes.
You see how you got it out?
Told you I'd help you.
It's my boy, y'all. It's my boy. Anything else y'all can think of?
I mean, I can talk to you all day long.
I just want to go into working out.
You wanna work out? Let's just get it. Let's just get it. No, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to throwing something in that maybe we don't do on a daily basis, right? Or throw something in that kind of like the towel. I love the towel approach because nobody Nobody's bringing a towel in their gym.
That's what I love though, because
Yeah.
when you have the fat rope,
Yeah.
you know, the workout comes out a couple of days before.
Yeah.
And we were all like, oh my gosh, panicking, like, but that's the fun of
That's
it,
the fun
right?
of it.
And then he's like, I have one, he brought it over. And I think I was like, everyone's here, and I'm like, let me try it, and I tripped on it, and I like landed on my face in front of everybody.
You know, the trick with the rope, it wasn't that big of a rope.
No, his was.
Oh, you had a weighted one.
I had a,
You had the
I
big
had a
one.
2-inch thick.
Oh, you had the big one.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we actually went to Lowe's and we just bought some rope and cut it every 9 feet. And I mean, I've done them before. The trick to it was to hold it upside down.
Yeah.
Because it keeps it more to your rib cage instead of burning your shoulders out. Because I put it right before another movement that I think went over your head, or maybe it was shoulder tap, hand release push-ups. But it was something that was going to explode your shoulders. But yeah, just finding something that's different.
Yeah.
And then getting gyms to go back and be like, oh, let's add this in. Like when I see people bring something back to their gym, I'm
We
like,
have them. We have the
y'all
ropes
brought
now.
it in. See? When I see stuff like that, I love it. I think the assault bike, that was what, 3, 4, 5 years ago. It was something that's always been around, but a lot of gyms didn't have it. So shout out to our sponsor. He brought all the bikes out there and let us use it, and then I bought them all. Nice. So
Yeah.
it's like, well,
That's how we got the bikes
yeah.
too.
I guess I need them now. So, but other than that, man, I think y'all gonna be great. I watch y'all work out. Y'all straight. Y'all gonna be good. Just bring the energy.
I know they got some good teams
Oh
out
my
there.
goodness, yes.
Well, let's leave with this. What teams are you watching on IG, or is it individuals? I'm curious. That's a good question. Who do y'all see on IG?
We're so motivated by HNS.
HNS.
HNS. So
yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to HNS.
shout out
Shout
to
out.
HNS.
I mean, they're-
maybe I can go do a podcast with them.
Definitely.
They've been posting and tagging.
I can definitely point you in the right direction.
Oh, you can? Okay,
'cause,
yeah.
well, one of their athletes is a coworker of mine.
Oh yeah. Because where's that located? I-10 East, right?
East, I think just before Galena Park.
Yeah. So I grew up in East Houston. So yeah, I love to connect with you guys. Anybody else?
Well, for me, if there's ever another co-ed duo, I would love to have AV Fitness.
Oh, AV. I think I talked to him. I think they have like, I think he said 20 teams.
Nice.
Is it 10 or 20? I remember a huge number.
It was a lot.
Yeah. So they're coming back. They'll be here. So
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. What about you? You got anybody? Any ladies?
Yeah, I mean, just everyone, you know,
Yeah.
that's the thing I love about social media. You know,
Yeah.
we're all able to like connect through there and watch each other's journey. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I look at everybody's IGs, and I shouldn't say this. The thing I see people practicing most is the thing I would never put in. I remember one year, it was something that everybody was doing. I think it was like, was it thrust? It was something. It was slam ball burpees. It was something simple. I was like, why is everybody doing this? So I made a note. It was on the dry erase board in my office. Like, do not put this in the car. So if I ever see y'all, if everybody's doing something, I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
He's
I'm
gonna switch it out on us.
But no, I love seeing everybody work. I try my best to tag. Anytime somebody tag the IG, I always want to repost it so people can see it. And I think that's it.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. So August 7th,
August 7th.
Humble Civic Center.
You know, when you announced that date,
Mhm.
so the way I came into because my plan this year was not to compete. at
Really?
all. Just to work on my individual.
Okay.
Just work on individual. And you know, George had reached out and was like, "Hey man, can you please consider doing the Beastmode Games?" I was like, "Okay, so when is it?" It's like, "It's August 7th." I'm like, "August 7th? I turned 33 that day."
It's your birthday?
It's his birthday.
I did not know that. Did y'all know the last Beastmode Games?
Fabian's.
It was Fabian's birthday. Yeah. So that's it. I just got to pick one of y'all's birthdays. I didn't know
Yes,
that.
you have a thing for that now.
Wow. Well, is Fabian's the 14th? Do y'all remember the actual date?
He was a spring competition, so his birthday passed already.
Yeah, I want to say.
Was it?
So it was the Southwest one. That was his birthday, right?
Yeah.
So I remember the after party was at Prospect Park.
Oh,
Kept
yeah.
Trying to give me them shots. I'm gonna find you. And then the next one, somebody was getting married.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was Fabian's sister.
Fabian's sister.
Yes.
Oh, that was tough.
That was tough.
It was
'Cause
tough
you guys are
not
setting
to
up
drink at the
before, yeah.
wedding.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know how we're gonna do this the next day.
Thanks, Chris.
So August 7th. So, because originally the comp was supposed to be in June. In June, I think the comp was supposed to be in June, and then we were gonna do it at the gym. Was it thinking about doing it in the parking lot here, honestly, and then I was just like, man, if the weather hits, I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And then Almost Civic Center hit me back and it was like, hey, we actually got to cancel. Do y'all want it on August 7th? Yes, just we'll be there. I'm on my way.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
So birthday burpees.
Bert.
After, that's what we do.
No.
We do birthday burpees.
Burpee. Hey, you know what?
I think we made Fabian do them. Yeah, I think we did.
I had to do them with them. Actually.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what happened. I had to do them with them. And then, what's the coach? What's my boy name?
Coach Felix?
Felix.
Yeah.
He want to do a burpee challenge. And I'm like, you gonna beat me, bro?
I remember that.
Golly. I don't know why people like to see me work out, but that's weird. But no, we had a lot of fun, man. I'm hoping to continue that. I know we will.
Yeah.
I know we'll crank it out. And for me to you guys, man, you guys have been such a big support of the Beastmode Games and also of me and Green and also Chris. So, thank you. Keep doing what y'all doing. It means a lot. I'm always watching. And to everybody else, the cool thing with the Beastmode Games, the way I operate in business, I always take people's advice and implement it. So this has never been Chris's way, and I figured it. No, this is a lot of suggestions that we just implemented together. And I know you gave me plenty that I've implemented. So thank you. Is what I'm getting to.
Of course, anytime. Anytime.
Well, if they want to find Life Fit, I know we talked about it a little bit at the beginning. I'll put the links down below. But we have two locations. The first location, the exit, is off of
Bamel.
Yep.
North Bamel.
Yep.
Beltway, North Bamel.
Yes.
Yep. And then if we're off of Beltway South, the exit is at Fuquay?
Fuquay.
It's Fuquay.
Mm-hmm.
So
So yeah, come find us, guys. Come try out our
You'll love it.
studio.
you'll
Yes.
love it. You'll love it. They're going to make me do rope climbs again if I come. So,
And burpees, and
I'm
burpees.
good. I'm good now in burpees, right? But other than that, man, I leave with this. I'm also going to put a GoFundMe down below. We had a horrible situation that took place at the South location at Life Fit. I know I was able to do a little portion financially, but I would encourage every single one of you to go out and just help the family. I know Life Fit was a big component, and when we took a loss, was that a year ago, year and a half ago? And I've done the same, and I've been sharing. I want you guys to, even if you cannot donate, just share the link, and we'll really appreciate that. All right, so we will see you guys August 7th. Stay tuned.